Welcome to November. 2 months left in this hellish, crazy, fucked up year. And I think, with that said, with the progress I've been making with these whiskey videos and getting to really like the drink of whiskey, I'm going to spend a little bit more. This is recommended to me. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maple with the Whiskey of the Month. And this month, the whiskey challenge that I have for myself to try to see if I like it, to get the whole palate down with whiskey. We're going to try this bad boy right here. No, it doesn't just come bottled, just in a bottle. It comes in a very nice fancy tube, which is pretty cool. This was recommended to me by my best friend Richmond. You've seen in a few videos. This is the one he told me. He'd been telling me to get this for a few months. I just never did because I didn't want to bite the price tag bullet. But hey, I did it today. We have Aultmore, aged 12 years. 12-year-old Aultmore. First distilled in 1897 of the Foggy Moss Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whiskey from the Aultmore Distillery Company in Buckie Road, Scotland. 46% alcohol by volume, so a little lower than the Woodford Reserve, just by 0.2%. I don't really think that makes a big difference in the world of spirits, but hey, that's what it is. Now this is uncracked, so we're just gonna rip that off, put that down, throw that in the garbage. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that comes off pretty nice. Looks like there's a branded top metal plate. And here we go. Boom. This is a $79.99 bottle. It's an $80 bottle of whiskey. This is the most money I've ever spent on an alcoholic beverage from the LCBO. So I really hope I fucking like it, Richie, or I'm gonna be a little ticked. No, don't even worry about it. It's what do we got on top? Number 717330, distilled at Aultmore Distillery. Okay, let's crack this bad boy open. Where do we crack it from? Here we go. Tough. Not the greatest pot, but hey, we'll go with it. It is quite a light-looking, Scotch. Okay. I just want to pour a little bit. I don't want a lot, just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, somebody's got to tell me how every friggin' bottle of whiskey, of bourbon, of whatever with this style, like of rim, when you pour it, there's always a drop that drops down, and I don't like that. I don't like wasting liquor, especially if it costs me $80 friggin' dollars. Oh geez, that sounded aggressive. Okay, that's a thing. Holy shit. Okay, looking at it, yeah, that looks like watered down ginger ale, a very pale yellow, or like a pilsner almost, without the carbonation. That is quite a pale whiskey or scotch, whatever. Yeah. Apparently, it's because I did a little bit of research. They don't do any added color. It's just the color that they get from the barrel that it's in. So that's one good thing I like. When people put in caramel colors into like scotches or whiskeys or any other alcoholic spirits or drinks in general, it just doesn't sit right with me. It seems like you're cheating a little bit. But with Aultmore, there's no cheating, so I do like that. Let's see, let's dive in on the nose. Okay. Yeah, definitely different than bourbon. Not as strong, not a big huge punch in the face. That smells, again, refreshing and it's like fruity sweet. Apples, pears, like white grape. sea breeze, very reminiscent of the Glenlivet Founders Reserve. Okay. Apples, pears, yeah, sea breeze. Cucumber? No real woodiness coming out. Maybe a light wood tingle. Damn, that smells quite refreshing actually. Was there like a little nail polish? Slightly nail polishy as well, but I think that's just the alcohol and the fruits mixing together, giving me that sort of note. But you know what? Definitely more apple, pear, white grape, sea breeze, melon, light cucumber. That just smells refreshing. Fuck it, dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and cheers, Richie. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay, that's got some kick. That's got a very similar kick to the bourbons, but on a lighter side of flavor. Yeah, apples, pears, cucumbers, very clean, very refreshing. Yeah, quite clean, like clear blue water, kind of clean, and then the refreshment of it. You're getting some of those woody notes in there, like newly fresh wood, like cut, good to go kind of thing. It just lightens everything up. Again, very reminiscent of the Glenlivet Founders Reserve in that refreshment aspect. Damn. Okay. That's pretty good. But there's a good amount of heat on this. It's a lot of heat and a good alcohol bite, but it's not aggressive. It's warming, yet also kind of cooling at the same time. Not like mentholy, doesn't really make sense because it's not minty, it's just cool. When I used to work at Dash Vapes, we had not a flavor, but like a juice additive in a sense. A flavor, yeah, to that you could add to juices if you were making your own, and you wanted that refreshing coolness to it, but you didn't want mint. It was called Coolata. That is very similar to sort of the experience that I'm getting here. It's not minty, but it's cooling, if that makes sense. That's the type of alcohol it has. It's not necessarily heating or warming. It's cooling, in a sense, which seems like an oxymoron in a sense, but pretty damn good stuff. Yeah. Pears, white grape, then you get your woodiness, then you get more of, you get apple, but it's a mix between fresh apple and like an apple that's been sitting out for a while and browning, which is kind of cool. And then on the back end you get more of your cooling effect and a nice cucumber sort of just refreshment out of the drink. At least that's how I'm experiencing it. That is pretty good. That is quite good indeed. That woody note seems to be like the breaker in between the two sort of flavors. It's like the intermission, but even that intermission is a nice bit of flavor. Let's see what the bottle in this say. Right? They say the most thing. Yep, they do. Cool. First distilled 1897, Aultmore off the Foggy Moss, Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 12 years. Often veiled in obscuring mist, from the foggy moss, the distillery has long been shrouded in mystery. Yet its whiskey, exceptionally smooth, reveals why industry insiders accorded its a rare top-class status, and why the dram of locals and Bucky fishermen has been a secret savored for over 100 winters. Alexander Edward, the founder of the Aultmore Distillery Company in Bucky Road, Scotland. Damn, 46%, like I said. On the back it reads, A secluded site once often known for smugglers and illicit stills, the foggy moss conceals our water source and filters it through gorse and heather, purifying it to the profit of Aultmore's refined character. Our malted barley has no hint of peat smoke, ensuring the smoothest, cleanest tasting. Now that's one good thing for me, because I did in my sensory class for wine, spirits, and food. We tried Islay Scotch with that very strong peat note, and some people really like that peat note, I've heard, but for me, the peat note comes through quite medicinally, not in like a medicinal syrup or anything, but medicinally as in band-aids, gauze, and a hospital. So that was great when I read that there is no hint of peat smoke. Not a big fan of peat, does not go well with my palate. This rarest of Speyside classics has been distilled in a handmade copper pot still since 1897. Yet for over a century, it was only sold in limited editions aimed at collectors. Sometimes a sly taste of Aultmore could be found in a few local bars, but only if you knew to ask for a nip of Bucky Road. Natural color. Takes its color from our casks. Wood so slightly varied hues are normal. No chill filtering. We don't chill filter our whiskey. Feel free to add ice, and don't worry if it goes cloudy. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Black bottom, but quite a nice tube. I like this. This is class. If you don't get a tube when you're getting scotch, or you're really getting scotch, I don't know. That's something that I just made up in my head. But I think I'm gonna live by that. Unless I get a box next time. Who knows? But yeah, so far enjoying this quite a bit. That indeed. This is a nice change from bourbon again, going for a more lighter, the lighter side of things. Not so heavy and intense on caramels and darker woody notes and big boozy, hot cinnamony alcohols, which is pretty cool. There is also a website, Aultmore.com. Apparently it is under renovation, but they still have a nice looking page. Very just, one page thing. They show their 12-year-old, 18, and also 21-year-old. Also, they give a little bit of tidbit. Aultmore 12-year has, I guess the notes that they have here are crisp apples, pears, and delicate florals. So not the apples and the pears, but florals, wasn't getting that yet. But hey, maybe with time, we shall see. Yeah, you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Definitely a solid change of pace. Gonna be very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not frugal? Very frugal? No, I don't know what the word is. I'm not gonna drink a lot of this, to be honest. I'm gonna be very sparing with it. I think that might be the better word. This is quite an expensive bottle for myself, so I'm gonna drink it very rarely. Let's put it that way. I do not want to go through this in a month. I kind of want to have this. It's gonna be my fancy whiskey when I'm feeling fancy. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip on the initial impressions. I think it went well so far. It's a nice change of pace. It's a pretty nice change of pace. Really do like the bottle. Really love how it comes in this nice big tin cylinder thing. It's a good time. Richmond, great recommendation. Pretty excited to see how this bottle goes for the rest of the month. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. So with that said, guys, I'll see you at the end of the month with the whole final thoughts and everything on this scotch. Pretty excited, pretty proud of myself. Moving up in the world, everything is looking up. And with that said, guys, that's gonna do it for me, mate Bruce. Like I say, crack a beer in this case. Pour yourself a glass of whiskey and enjoy. Cheers.